So getting ready to do this transmission service on the Abarth. What I did, just so everybody's aware, is just to make sure that the fill, will go and be close to, correct, actually really close to correct. I ran the car up on jack stands in the front, and then I'm supporting it in the rear so that it's pretty close to being level. And that's, I wanted to get that right before I get under the car and actually drain the fluid and then refill. So just so everybody knows too, I'm going to be going with Redline MTL. Now, if you go with MTL, it is actually a 75 W80 gear oil, and I've used this in my Miatas in the past with good luck. So I do a lot of lapping days, and it's important. I want to make sure not only I take care of the trainee, but also just make sure that it does create a lot of heat, and I want to make sure that I'm protecting the transmission longevity. The car only has about 33 or 34,000 miles on it, so but this is good. This should be able to go for a while. And all right. Okay, guys, I have already removed the fill plug right there. Okay, this is a 2016 Fiat 500 Abarth, and you can see the drain plug right there, of course, that I've already removed. Wasn't bad. I loosened it with a standard 12 millimeter hex wrench, and then had to use a hex socket that I separated because of the tight fit between the trainee and the subframe brace right here. It's just not enough room, and you can't get enough movement here on the socket either, so it took me to separate the two. So I'm going to show you that just for clarification purposes. Okay, so here's the socket, and it's a 12 millimeter, and when you buy it, it comes like this, and I separated the two. All you have to do is get a punch. I bought mine at AutoZone, Duralast brand. So I put it in the vise, knocked it out, and then you've got a really small fitting that you can get into the drain plug. Otherwise, it's a real pain in the ass. And like I said before, I used standard 12 millimeter to just get it loose, but I couldn't get enough rotation to actually remove it. So I ended up having to buy a socket. So that's it. All right. This is I've already started to clean out the magnet here on the trainee drain plug. So it's just get in there good and start to clean that out. That will make it kind of a fresh start when you put in the new plug. So I'll clean that a little better, but that's the drain plug. Of course, it's got a 12 millimeter, and the fill plug that I pointed out earlier, that's the plug for it. It's a little bit smaller and doesn't have the magnet. So when you swap it back out, keep in mind, let me turn the radio off. When you swap it back out, make sure you put the one with the magnet. You'll see the metal shavings in here that you're going to get with any transmission. And there wasn't a whole lot there. That goes back in the bottom again. That's on the drain plug socket. Okay. So a couple things to note too. I bought this adapter. I think I showed it earlier, but it's running up into the transmission. You can see it's tapped there, and it's got a little fitting at the end that will hold it in the hole in the opening. And it's working pretty well. I'm pumping now. I'll show you a couple of strokes, but bottom line is it's the best way to actually, to me, add the fluid. It's pretty simple. Once you'll note too, and I probably won't video it, but when it starts to leak out of the top hole here, the hole that I'm actually putting it in, and when it starts to leak out, that means it's full. Okay. probably worth purchase.